I invest when there's fear about the future of this business that I want to put my money into. And if there's no fear, if this price hasn't dropped, then I am constrained to just sit here. I cannot in good conscience just suddenly start taking risks that I am now guessing where this is going to be in the future. What keeps me from guessing is that I buy fear. I mean, Warren once said, somebody said, what is the secret to investing and making, you've been making 24% a year for 40 years. What's the secret to investing? And he said, shut the door. You want to buy when there's fear and sell when there's greed. That's it. That's it. So today, let's talk about the checklist that does address when to buy. All right.
Yeah, I'm just like mulling over what you said about how if there's no fear around a particular company or a particular industry, that you just sort of have to wait. And I don't know. It's
put
interesting.
It like this.
We've said that over and over, but
listen
to say it like that is just, I don't know. It struck me as a little bit different. Hello.
If you think you're smarter than the rest of the market, then have at it. When a company is at its high and you see that it's undervalued and the market is just missing it and all these fund managers are stupid and are missing it, go for it. I just don't think I'm smart enough to do it. You might be. I mean, you're smarter than me, but I'm not smart enough to do that. I have to have the assurance of a very specific kind of fear.
Yeah, I don't think it's about smarts or not smarts. I really don't.
You're buying stocks at the top and you think they're on sale? You better have some smarts.
Well, need to have some knowledge.
Because the rest of the market is going, no, it's not.
Need to know something other people don't, right? Which I guess.
Yeah, you need to know something other people don't. All million of them.
Tends to not necessarily correlate with smarts, shall we say?
In my experience, you're going to be humbled.
In my experience, the people who think those kinds of things tend not to be the smartest.
Fair enough. So let's go on to this major checklist.
Yeah, okay. Let me give the little intro on the checklist for anybody who's new and going like, what the heck? These guys said we're supposed to know what this podcast is about and then talked for 15 minutes about what this podcast is about. So guys, that's what our podcast is about. We just talk about amazing investing stuff. So this checklist we have talked about on a number of different episodes. They are not in order, but you can start back last year. So scroll back in the episodes and you'll see checklist, and that's where it starts. And then we took a hiatus and now we're back on the checklist. We've done a few episodes in the last few months about this checklist. So we're not going to repeat it. Go listen to the episodes. Dad, where are we today in your investing checklist?
Well, the checklist is structured around a clever little acronym, RULES, and we are on the E. So we've already done RUL. Radar.
Oh, so the whole L was the love.
Love. And now we're on E, which is event. Now, this is the key, honey. On my checklist, I've written, insist on one.
Ooh, I like. Is that a check mark item or is that just general reminder?
It says event dash, insist on one. All right. So
I love
must
that.
have one. And so there's only 6 items on here. And I'm ready when you are. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. The first one is, I know the event. I know the event. Right on.
Why is that on a checklist?
Well, because a stock will drop, let's say, as a result of some kind of fear in the market, right? A stock will, about that stock, and it'll drop. And let's say it's dropped 30 or 40%. Then I have to know why. What is scary?
Oh, I see. Yes, because that totally happens where something will drop and I'll be watching it and I'll go, I have no idea what just happened.
Right. Smart
it
people
makes
out
no
there
sense.
This thing.
And then it turns out that a butterfly flapped its wings in Africa and ended up affecting, the price of XYZ in Denmark. And
Yeah.
That changed the stock price 3 days later, and I didn't know about the butterfly.
Right. And that may be an event that was a little too subtle. So let's go on down about the kinds of events. So I know the event. Now, an event, by the way, is something that's creating fear and causing the stock price to go down. So there's something going on out there.
And is rectifiable within a few years, right?
That'll be right on the checklist.
We'll
here.
get to that.
So the second thing is the event was easy to find.
The event was easy to find.
Unlike your butterfly flapping its
Why?
wings.
I'm super intrigued. Why do you care about that?
I don't want this. I want this to be jumping over a 6-inch bar, not leaping over a 4-foot bar.
Why is a hard to find event a 4-foot bar if it's getting to the point where it's affecting a stock price?
Because it's hard to find. That makes it very subtle. It's not obviously in the news. Apparently people don't really know why they're getting out of this stock. They're just getting out of this stock. Maybe they're just getting out because everybody else is
because
getting
it's
out.
Going down, so get out.
So, well, let's get out. Not easy to figure out what's going on there.
I've
Somebody
never had one of
very
those.
Smart with the inside track on a company might have really good reason to get out because they know this company's in deep trouble. And then other people are watching this big investor exit.
Yeah.
And they exit. They don't know why. They're just getting out on momentum, which is how the market works. So easy to find is real important. It has to be right there. Like a really fun one that we did very well with was this cotton T-shirt company that stock price dropped in half because the CEO came out and said they may not harvest cotton in Egypt this year because of revolution going on, Islamic revolution. And if that and stock and the cotton prices are moving up very aggressively, if this keeps going, we're going to lose money this year.
That was Gildan.
That was Gildan.
Yeah.
Great Canadian company. And man, people bailed out the moment he started talking about that. So it was right there. If you're paying any attention.
So that counted in the easy to find box.
That's easy to find. He's telling you
He's
why
telling us.
there's fear. He's like, hey, be afraid. If you're a 1-year investor, you don't want this stock. It's what the subtext was, right? And then what he was saying is it won't last that long because other cotton producers next year will produce a lot of cotton and the prices will come back and we're expecting that. But, down the road, we'll be all right. So easy to find. The CEO is talking about the event. That is often the case.
He's
Usually
probably
the
trying
case.
to keep people in the stock. Saying,
Oh, sure. Trying to settle it all down.
Yeah.
Right? Chipotle Mexican Grill, the CEO talking about E. coli.
Yeah.
Right? That kind of stuff.
I have not had a real life situation where I did not know what was going on. Has that happened to you where you've either where you've been watching
it's going down?
Yeah, either where you've been watching a stock or where you actually owned the stock and you didn't know what was happening?
No. It hasn't happened on companies I already knew about. The ones that are going to get you are companies where you think you really have an idea that this would be a good company to own, but you're not deep enough in it yet, right? And then the stock price goes down and then you scramble to try to figure out why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Typically, if you already have owned the stock or you own it now, you're going to know why because you're paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Interesting.
here's another one. Boeing was obviously easy to find, right? I mean, front page news, 2 aircraft go down, crash, kill a lot of people. The feds wanted to take a look at it. They shut down production. Obviously very easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
So Boeing goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Then comes COVID and all the airlines shut down. Boeing goes down some more.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Boeing, over a course of a year and a half of these 2 major problems, goes from 400 to 100.
Okay.
So it goes down 75%. Mm-hmm. Very, very easy to find. All right.
Oh, that was easy to find. Okay, got it.
Easy to find. All right. We'll come back to that. All right.
The news, basically.
Yeah. It's front page usually.
Okay.
Right? The event will take at least 1 year to resolve. You guys, if you enjoyed this video and you feel it was valuable in teaching you more about how to invest, hit the like button and please share the video with your friends. And if you want more investing content, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the button on the screen. We got a free gift for you. Thanks again for watching.